We all know the truth. Tifa Lockhart is the girlfriend that everyone secretly wishes they had. It doesn't matter what your gender is. Whether you're a boy, girl, or even a tunberry, she's the ultimate partner. We're not just talking about her looks, her strength, her thick thighs, or her Sector 7-sized assets. And don't even get me started on her spicy actions during the Senate meeting. She's truly an Italian icon. Seriously, how many characters can make you forget the apocalypse is right around the corner just by flashing a smile? You can argue all day about Cloud's emotional intelligence, or lack thereof, or the absolute chaos that is Rebirth's final act. But Tifa's beauty? That's a universal truth. Like Nomura's obsession with convoluted storylines, no one's challenging it. Tifa's beauty isn't just skin deep. Her emotional resilience is her true defining feature. After the absolute dumpster fire that was Nibelheim, where she lost everything, from her home to her family, and even almost her own life, Tifa didn't throw herself a pity party and go full Twitch thought on us. Nope. She bounced back, became a martial artist, and even opened her own bar. Talk about leveling up. Tifa takes her pain and turns it into strength, transforming the hurt into a driving force that pushes her forward. Her emotional depth is something else. Tifa is always looking out for others, and her empathy could melt a Buster Sword faster than Faraga on a scorching July afternoon. But here's the kicker. She keeps everything inside. And that's where her emotional resilience takes a darker turn. She doesn't always verbalize her feelings. She doesn't speak out when she needs to the most. Her emotional strength isn't just about not breaking down. It's about keeping things inside, even when everything is screaming for release. Silence can be just as dangerous as screaming into the void. Tifa internalizes her fears, desires, and pain, especially when it comes to Cloud's past. And let's face it, keeping Cloud's past a secret is a Graviga-level emotional weight to carry. Imagine knowing something that could completely change your best friend's life and not saying a word. That's super exhausting. Tifa's basically carrying this knowledge like an anchor tied to her heart, trying to keep everything together for the sake of everyone else. By the way, Tifa's interactions with others in Remake are a massive improvement, and honestly, I'm here for it. Sure, her care for Cloud is still front and center, but she's got so much more going on now. While Barrett's off raging against the machine, Tifa's stuck playing mummy to Marlene, and she handles it with surprisingly good grace. Tifa's got her own life in Sector 7, running a bar, making friends, and actually having a sense of purpose. She even manages to build a solid friendship with Aerith. Then, there's her internal struggle with Avalanche's methods. Tifa's not just blindly following orders, she's questioning what's truly right. But, yeah, I still despise the whole multiverse bullshit with every fiber of my being. Let's shift gears into a discussion that's basically unavoidable in today's media landscape. The whole wokeness debate. A cultural minefield where characters are often reimagined to fit modern insanity. So, how does Tifa fare in this geostigma-level pandemic? Well, you already know the drill. In today's world, everyone's out here trying to rewrite characters to fit a modern narrative.
So, I'm non-binary.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
But Tifa, she's way too badass for that nonsense. Let's address the chocobo in the room, Tifa's body. Her athletic, curvy design has been both celebrated and critiqued. We all remember the infamous Tifa's chest size debate that kicked off when FF7 Remake dropped. Some gamers were molding over her downgraded proportions because Square Enix's ethics department claimed it was more realistic. others whined about her original design being a relic of the male gaze. Like, really? Ethics department? A relic of the male gaze? Pathetic. And Tifa's perspective. I literally fight eldritch horrors and you're debating my cup size. Yes, Tifa, this is the kind of roundtable debate we're having. Speaking of cup sizes, let's talk her overall design for a second. In the remake, it's good, but it can be better. On the other hand, in Dissidia, a game released 5 years before the remake, I've got to say, it was perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last-minute detail. Well, that's just my take. Back to the woke frenzy circus. Tifa often gets slapped with the label of a strong female character. And I get it, because Tifa is strong. But she's not just strong in the sense that she punches things and looks good doing it. Tifa is both strong and vulnerable. Modern wokeness tends to sanitize female characters, giving them strength without any real flaws. But that's not Tifa. She holds on to her insecurities, her contradictions, and her humanity. She's not some one-dimensional symbol of empowerment. She's a person dealing with her own struggles. Tifa, at her core, totally defies this trend because she's the real deal. Her story isn't some half-baked attempt at ticking boxes for diversity or a preachy life lessons manual. Nah, it's about being a person, someone who feels pain, loss, love, and growth. Her journey's rooted in raw human emotion, not the Twitter-friendly narratives we see today. That authenticity is what makes her timeless. Personally, Tifa is the kind of girlfriend who can show you your final heaven. Of course, she's not perfect. She's complex, emotional, and, let's be honest, sometimes way too stubborn for her own good. But that's part of her charm, right? In the end, Tifa is the kind of person who knows exactly when to stand by you and when to let you do your own thing. That's love. That's Tifa. And I hope that someday you, my dear viewer, will find someone truly special, just like her.